Welcome to the
they
Elegant
are-
Adventure Sagas. I'm sorry, were you saying something? No. Welcome to the Elegant Adventure Sagas. Oh man, that's what I get for your missing. You miss someone's birthday one fucking time, and they just talk all over you during your big Broadway premiere. Now, go ahead and finish what you're saying. I was just messing with you.
Just you have to avoid their gaze and use holy items would be a good idea. Some sort of holy item situation.
Holy moly. That's right. That is exactly right. And as a punishment to Steven, I'm going to...
When we were here last time, you guys were fighting some Modex in this here dungeon. And these Modex, they were formidable, I would say. And they kept you guys busier than one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. That is sweating like a... Never mind, I won't finish that one. Anyway.
I'll turn that off. So anyway, I have no idea what that sounded like or if it even worked. Usually I think I'm being clever, and then I hear like, I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you at all. Did I sound like an old man? Like a guy named Joe?
For some reason, all of the voiceovers, they just remind me vaguely of like a different age bracket of Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
There you go.
This was like
awesome.
Probably 40s, like Morgan Freeman in his 40s.
Well, this guy looks angry. All right. So anyway, when we were last here, like Joe was saying, you guys stumbled at some Bodax, which was a nice change of pace, if I do say so myself. Right. You guys have been fighting all sorts of other things. I believe that you guys have you have a little bit of hurt on, but nothing too bad. But you guys, stumbled upon these guys without having done a long rest or anything like that, as such, and like that. Yeah. So you're in the hallway. We're at the top of, I believe, round 2. Little Zippy is at the top of the stack. But before we start, we're going to do something right quick. I'm opening up this guy here. And... Oops. I don't have my keyboard enabled again. And we do that there, and we say H, and we say... There we go. Current players to see if this works. And create vote. Damn it! I forgot to add cameraman to the filter list. I added him to a different filter list, but not this one. No voting for cameraman.
But it's his backstory time?
Yeah. So you weren't here last time. I'll explain. Well, actually, I'll let Cliff explain it because it was his idea. Although he went last time, so.
Oh yeah. So the idea is just that somebody reveals something about their backstory.
Yeah.
It could be like something that would just kind of everybody would pick up on in the casual conversation of all of our battles and meandering through the world.
Yep, and I only see one vote so far in the chat window. So that's a problem.
There's two left.
Typical U.S. election.
We're just missing Miss Noodle there. I wouldn't say we're missing her, but Noodle. We're waiting on you to vote.
Oh, crap.
You can tune out whoever gets elected, unless it's you, then it would be hilarious. And close the vote. And the winner is Favia. You have to give a little bit of your backstory. And if you remember correctly, in your notes, you have your backstories.
That's what I got to refer to.
Yeah.
And just for context, or just for example, what I told everybody last time was that The thing that you guys pick up on is that Karen really, really hates the Harpers.
Yeah. Which was, I think, surprising to everyone because that's not because you guys have been put on this
It is
quest by
not.
Harpers, right? Or when you guys were in Daggerford, your liaison was from the Harpers. Spanky, when he met with you guys at Madame Fiona's tea kettle, was representing the Harpers. You guys are all in with the Harpers, and here's Karen
That's
hating the
right.
Harpers.
And it might not be hate; it might be just like kind of default to distrust.
Ah, well, you'll have to add that nuance whenever you guys are sitting around a campfire. So while Fabia is frantically trying to figure out where the hell she keeps her backstory, which
No,
is
I found it. I'm just remember.
Okay.
I found it. I'm
Okay.
just.
Everyone else, vote for who you want to be the leader for this session. Cameraman is not allowed. God damn it. And if you are the leader, when we go into conga mode, you are the one who drives your token and drags everyone behind you. So that's one of the deals that you get. Steven did a fabulous job as our leader last time. As your leader last time. He's not my president.
Right, I remember. I really, 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 really do not like the Black Cult of the Dragon. Like, really, really, really don't.
So what you're
Is that
saying
it? That's
you
your.
don't
Is that one? Is just one fact?
Yeah, like that is why I'm doing this, is to find them and be done with them.
So you guys are a party right now of very strong opinions. One person loathes the Black Cult of the Dragon. I mean, come on, they're just a religion. No different than your Catholic religion, who are going through some tough times right now.
Yes,
A
they
little
are.
topical. But yeah, and then the other person cannot stand the Harpers, whose only mantra in life is to just do good and do good for others, and always put others in front of yourself.
But we love Karen.
That just cracks me up. It's like, I don't trust those honorable, justice-driven people.
Well, if his belief, if her belief is anything like how she acts, by walking into a room just obliterating and killing everything, yeah, that checks out.
But to be fair, I will say, any group that whose moral compass is as arrogant and self-proclaimed as the Harpers, maybe Karen's onto something. You guys might want to think about what the implications of that might be. All right. So, I think we get to show on the road. Right now we have a little Zippy at the top of the stack. Oh my gosh, I probably have to, it's been a while, so I've got to probably give people control of their own characters again. Right? And Bing is going to be driven by Noodle.
Okay.
Unless someone else wants to, it's up to you.
I thought Little Zippy and I are the same. He follows me.
Can you remind me? I think he does follow you, because I couldn't remember if it was that you dropped into wherever he was on the stack.
No, he
Or
drops
whichever you was
into
higher.
where-
He drops to you. Okay, give me 1 second to take care of that. And Fabia, I need to make you not owned by somebody else. Default. Let's see. Owner. Who ran you last time? Oh, looks like Cliff ran you last time.
It's like, I
Save.
don't know.
And then
If you have
Karen,
a,
I don't think.
if you have an orange favorited in your bar, then you know that I ran you last time.
is that
Well,
your
I was
tell?
expecting to find weird things, and I didn't really see any weird stuff.
Oh, Christy ran Nick last time, it looks like.
Yeah.
Thank you, madam.
I do have an orange favorited.
There you go. You know what's funny? I think the only character who has not been driven by somebody else in this party is Karen.
Probably.
driven Karen before.
And Karen, you have been the owner of like half the characters here. Did you also run Steven's character at one point?
Yes.
Yeah, I've done Skylar a couple times.
You were still his owner. All right. One thing I do want you guys to be aware of is it should work now. If you drag an item from your inventory, and you have the party tab open and you drag it onto one of the characters in the party, it will automatically transfer that thing to them. It doesn't ask that. It doesn't ask for my approval.
Nice.
So just want to give you an honor system here. For some reason, I must have commented out that code while I was testing and forgot about it. So honor system. You know,
Does it log it anywhere or anything?
I think they'll say in the chat when they're like, so-and-so got oranges, or, you know,
Okay.
You can try it, right? You can experiment with it. So that was one thing. Also, I fixed, Noodle, you and I had an issue where we would click something and it would like spam the chat box. That should be fixed. So I pushed a patch for that. Oh my God, I just used the phrase, I pushed a patch, right before we played. So hopefully there's not anything buggy. And whoever is the leader, which I believe is, I haven't looked yet.
I think David's lost the vote.
David, you have to vote. There it is.
There we go.
And closing the vote, it's Alicia. So Alicia, when you're driving the tokens, if you go into conga mode, all I ask is that wait till they move completely, like everybody's in place before you take your next step. Because if you just
I don't even know how to do conga mode, so.
Oh no, you just okay. So for those who haven't played, what conga mode is you ever went to a party and there's like
yeah, I know what a conga
right?
is. Yeah.
Right. So you know what a conga line is, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what this does is
Aiming at its finest.
what this does is ideally you guys would stack up to right behind the leader in the order you want to be in their marching order, right? And if you don't, it will calculate it for you and it puts you in an order. And then when you move, like a caterpillar, each person moves behind you. So it's like you move, the next person, next person, next person. So like you guys conga your way around the dungeon, and it will follow your exact path. So if you walk into a pit,
Everybody
right,
walks into a pit.
well, they probably would watch you fall into the pit and then stop conging. But yeah. But the idea is, you know, if you're the kind of character who just like, you know, goes like up, left, up, left, and spams it, sometimes your characters will get confused. Right, because what I could not get done before this game was when all of the tokens are actively moving, the leader can't move. Right, so they like each move has to be completed before you can take your next turn. So just be patient. Be patient. All right.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, so I'm gonna pull little Zippy down to where Fabia is, and I'm gonna do that by using. Gosh, I wish I could share this with you guys. My fancy drag and drop tools that I forgot that I coded. And then it automatically sets the next person as the number one. Planning timer is going. Fabia, you are the leader.
Are we killing everything? What's happening?
I think they're all in the room south where Skylar is. And the door that is over near, kind of,
right
pinged by the Game Master. Also, I feel like we said leads into that room as well. Remember, do not gaze upon them, and
she doesn't know any of that, by the way, so there's no remembering. You may just want to remind her.
I'm telling them all. And they were consumed by death and darkness, so they're not very good kids. And we also found out it has AC of 15 and a 55 to 60 HP. The end.
Okay.
Excellent summary.
Holy weapons or holy items against them would be good. We
And
don't know
holy
what
moly.
to do, but
I'm
You know
holy
who got a good
water.
memory in the family.
Yeah. What happens if we look at them?
we don't know. I think you get soul. I don't know what happened.
You get
Didn't
damaged.
somebody look at them?
Yeah, Cliff did, and so did I. Even though I wasn't facing them.
Oh, let's be clear. So everyone, we don't have to have this conversation again. You don't have to gaze into their eyes with love and hoping that you get laid for them to have their, the effects on you. It is just if you're within the gaze, if you can see them and they can see you, that's all it takes. So periphery counts. Right.
And your eyes are shut, and my eyes are shut. Both of our eyes are shut. So,
if your eyes are shut, then you have to roll with disadvantage.
right.
And like
Right.
cloudy, smoky things, so we technically can't see them anyway.
Yeah. Now I will accept, if you tell me I'm looking straight down. Like, that's different than periphery, right?
Okay.
Because if you're looking straight down, you'd have to be looking to the point where like your vision would end before you can see somebody.
So I have a question.
Right.
What
And
if you look at them through a mirror?
Is that an official question?
Style?
Or I was thinking Harry Potter, but
I agree. I concur with this question.
So that's an official question?
yeah.
Then let's make it an official question here. Hold on. And that would be
The question
nature
is
roll.
carried.
Wait a minute. Maybe I should just do a party nature roll. What do you guys think?
Yep.
All right. So let me uncheck that, and then I go party nature.
Does anybody remember which ones were blinded last time?
The guy
Going
on the
back-
left.
Yeah. The one
two guys-
close, right?
No, it's the bottom two guys. It's the one by Karen. I don't think got hit by the cloud.
In the chat is the roll.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
in
we all
the
want to
chat.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
okay.
I think.
Ooh, that's a lot of.
And now we just wait for Nick to roll. And my fucking group rolls aren't working. God damn it. So yeah. All right. So what? That's a lot of planning timers. Is my volume up or something? Oh no, it must be something else. Yeah. So what Favia, and who's the highest? Favia. So Favia, you sort of you've heard of these things. You haven't come across them, in your travels, but you've heard rumors that sort of the key component is within. You have to be able to see their eyes, right? So like I said, peripheral vision counts. Stephen, though, I think to a certain extent, I don't think directly to your side, but because they were at a slight angle, right? That's periphery, right? So I would say anything within, this 60 degrees is what I was using for the last game. So that's roughly what it is. Because to your point, like I can see there's a shelf to my right, but I couldn't tell you what's on it. But at like 60 degrees, I can absolutely see the backpacks hanging over there. I'm in a garage.
I'm honestly following the original Clash of the Titans Medusa scene for this sort of scenario.
I like it.
So what that does mean is mirrors or any polished object, Fabia, would work. So if you've taken care of, if you've oiled your sword or your axe or whatever else, it's a way that you could go. If the floor were shiny, that sort of thing.
Is are your balls shiny?
Mine. Yeah, but they're very tiny.
I thought you were talking to me. Michelle just flew to Chicago, so ask me in a week.
Dude, jokes.
All right.
Yeah.
As a mental note, there's a couple of Bodocs that are blind. And can anyone remind me how long does that last?
Let me double check my gem.
Yeah, check out your gem. I think I wanted to say is it 10 minutes or was it 2 rounds?
Oh yeah, we got a gem
One-
blinding and the ball blinding, the ornament of smoke.
1 minute is mine. Was the was the gem of brightness?
Yeah, that's 10 rounds. Yep. So anyway, that means that this guy is just fumbling their way around. You don't know where. That's okay. There it is. And next turn, we've got ourselves a Bodak group. Now, this Bodak is face to face with Karen, and honor system. Were your eyes closed? I do not recall.
Mine?
Yeah.
Karen's? No.
Yes.
Karen's not closing her eyes.
She's just like whatever. Right. All right. So this is then going to happen. There it is. And see if this works.
Okay.
What the?
Hey.
All right. That ends its turn. This guy is here, and is he blinded? No. Target. And then
Arkley.
hold on. It's a hit. So it's creepy ass pointy fingers come slamming at you. There you go. And it takes a little bit of pain, Karen. But that's okay.
18
It's now your
damage
turn.
for a fist? Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, which ones are blinded? Is
None of them. So no
But-
one in that room. There were two blinded. One is dead next to Skylar, and the other like stumbled down the hall to the east.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. I am going to scooch this way a little bit to create some space for anybody else that wants to get whacked. And
Get whacked.
attack Loris. Let's see here. Hang on. Okay, actually, I'm gonna target Kevin, and
I think you said Kevin.
yeah, I know it's so hard to not say Kevin, and do my command. Oh yeah, it still won't let me cast it.
So what is it that you're trying to do?
I'm trying to cast the manager's bossy presence command.
It's not prepared. Is it always
It's,
prepared? Is it right? So it's always prepared, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's,
Because this was part of the one we created, right?
yeah.
All right. So I've just prepared it for you.
Okay, and then the
That was
other
part of the.
yeah, the other error it gave me is that I don't have any level 1 spell slots.
All right. So give me 1 second. Command. Details. Level 1 enchantment. Costs. Let's see. Cost is
Girl, I have knives.
Prepared. Preparation. Hold on. I cannot unlock it. Here we go. I'm still learning the new. It's always prepared. There we go. Spellcasting, and I'm looking for where the cost is now. And how many times can you use it a day? Is that a thing?
Let me look. I think it's just like once a day, but let me double check.
Cost of action.
Action.
Is it a bonus action or an action? I can't remember.
I think casting a spell would be an action.
All right.
Let me see if it says. You may use this ability. Oh, it says you may use this ability a number of times equal to your charisma modifier. Replenish after a long rest. And as an action, you can cast command.
All right. And what is your charisma modifier?
My charisma modifier is +4.
All right. So you can do it 4 times, right? Isn't that the way we read that?
Yeah.
Effects, MiniQL. All right. And details. So let me say verbal. It's always prepared. Source class, that ability is. Does it go against your default, right? Your spellcasting default. Cost as action. Up to 60 feet. And the duration, does it last for how long?
Oh. Go back up. Burn. Command. I don't know. Hang on. Let me just search it.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll just put 3. Or we could do 1d4 rounds and make it random.
It lasts.
Everything is always like 10 minutes, which is too long for me. But...
Oh, it lasts 1 round. So basically, on the target's next turn, they follow the command.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense. That's why. I had that part coded properly. All right. So now, if I hit save on that, now try and do it.
Okay. Boom. Yeah, it says no first level slots available. No uses on the manager's something available to spend.
Okay. So is it on? So is that attached to the manager then? Because maybe I need to look at the manager.
Oh wait, actually, I just realized this. The dialogue that pops up has I can uncheck consume activity use.
Yeah.
And consume spell
do
slot.
that. Yeah,
okay,
do that.
Sorry.
Well, uncheck spell slot.
Yeah. There we go. It cast.
It failed. Oh wait, normal.
I think that means that Kedin failed the saving throw, right?
Yep. So Kedin failed the saving throw, so he is on his next turn will do your command. What was your command?
My command is I pointed at Runia and I said foe.
Now, check the nuance of that. I'm not sure that command allows you to. I don't know if you can command a creature to harm another creature, but maybe you can. Let me look.
You're gonna Runia? Gonna screw up my strategy.
There we go. So we'll figure that out when we get next. Oh. It may or may not work. We'll find out. So the response was, "You can try." So I guess I think I've trained my my chat GPT to be too sarcastic. I probably shouldn't have named him Dickhead. So
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Probably not.
He's probably becoming sentient.
yeah, probably. All right, so you're so that's your so on the next round it succeeded. You're going to command him to hurt his foe.
Yeah, to like attack Runia. So maybe I just say attack. That's actually more of a command. So, okay, so that's my first attack, and then the second one, I will actually attack Loris.
You don't have to.
Nice. Yep.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, Mr. Maylock. Seems like it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Is this Fabia? Is this a door to the room that they are in? Over here.
That is my understanding, yes.
Okay. So I could come in and come down here. Yes?
I believe so. Isn't that what we were talking about at the beginning?
You
Yeah,
mean
you can
coming
open that
in
door.
over?
Okay.
Yeah, if you open this door, you can come in. There's
Okay.
Yeah.
there's friends right there, though.
Okay.
And by friends, I guess I mean enemies.
Yeah. I am going to do this real quick. Come on.
Uh-oh. Did anyone else reboot?
No.
Ah. Yeah,
Mine
because
just rebooted.
all my controls are like I tried to minimize my character sheet on the left-hand side here, and it's not minimizing.
Mine's
yeah.
loading, but it just
The,
it was weird.
Yeah, Tom. I think there's a little bug with the pinning or the collapsing.
Is there?
There it goes.
And do tell.
It just says, well, I opened it when I started, but now I can't close it. It says you have the tray pinned to open. You unpin the tray to close it. But then when I click the pen, nothing different happens.
We'll try refreshing. That would be useful. It would be. I mean, honestly, if someone wants to help me, I test it myself, but unfortunately, I can control every character. So my tray is constantly closing and opening because every time I click something, it opens up a different tray for each character.
And your ping rate was insane. It was like 1,000 a second ago.
Well, if it was dollars, I'd be set. Unfortunately, it's not.
All right. So I'm gonna.
All right, so we're back.
Yep, I'm gonna move over to this door here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then I am going to cast Is it Blade Song?
Okay.
And then I'm going to open the door.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And
Okay.
you are looking at the face of Runia. So next round, you will take potential gaze damage.
We'll see.
You were here for that, right? You know,
yeah.
We'll see. No pun intended.
And I am going to. Uh-oh, now I can't open the tray. Come on.
Did I introduce a tray bug?
Yeah, because now I've closed the tray and I can't open it now.
Try clicking the pin.
I did.
Refresh.
Refresh my browser or refresh the tray?
You can try both.
Okay.
Wait, I thought you couldn't see the tray.
Oh. Yeah, I couldn't close the tray because I needed to be able to select the target, because normally it moves with the tray.
Oh, yeah.
But now the tray is hiding it, and so I minimized the tray to get to it, and now I can't open the tray back up again.
All right. I'm gonna do that and see what happens with mine. You have the tray pinned open. You cannot close it. Unpin. It is now closed. I click it open again. It opens perfectly. I pin it. It all works perfect for me. I don't know what your guys' problem is.
Could not reproduce.
Could not reproduce.
You guys, I really do try to reproduce you guys. I have like 10 browsers open. I've logged in as you guys, but for some reason, I don't know why. If I'm on the same computer or I'm on, my Mac and my Windows machine, I can't get like a real game scenario going with all the pings and you know what I'm saying. So like I do my best.
All right.
Anyway,
and I'm going to select attack this character here, and he's going to.
Eldritch Blast.
It's saying I'm rolling with disadvantage. I'm not entirely sure why.
I'm gonna guess number of foes. You're flanked by one, arguably. Oh yeah, you're flanked by your person and the Bodoc, but I don't think. Just roll with normal. I don't think that would be a true disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, did I say normal? I meant disadvantage. No. Oh, Jeebus. That's right. It's a triple thing, isn't it?
No.
My
Nice.
God.
Well. All right. And then I'm
Well,
going to.
I say nice because it's spectacular, but I just realized it's doing like 2 points of damage. So.
Yeah. And then I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb as a
Tiger. Oh boy. Oh boy. So,
Drop
Mr.
it.
Maylock, please bend over and roll from the fumble table.
Actually, hang on a second.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You doing a reroll?
We might. I need to check something first.
Who made that?
Probably the person with the soundboard.
And your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna choose to succeed this.
You son of a bitch. All right, then roll damage.
And we'll do. We'll do lightning. So.
Did something happen? I didn't see it.
It should take 21 damage, but because it says refund resource. I don't know what that means. Oh.
No. It's all good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apply. There you go.
All right.
I have to apply the damage when it's a miss.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
So Runya is dead-eye looking at you, man. And normally that would be intimidating, but Nick, especially so for Runya. That's kind of her jam, is staring at you. So, all right, Miss Kita, it's either you or Zippy.
It's gonna be me, but I have a question. Since Zippy is invisible, they can't see his eyes, right?
True.
So, I'm gonna be shooting arrows with my eyes closed, and Zippy's gonna be my eyes.
Yes.
So no disadvantage for me.
No, yeah. Well, you are shooting through Nick. Are you pushing through?
Well, I haven't decided which way I'm going because I can't see completely into either room.
Right, because again, Nick did stop literally in the doorway.
Yeah, so
I did do
I'm
that.
not
I'm
gonna be
regretting
able to
that.
get through him. But so Zip
No.
is gonna be like hanging out behind me, being my eyes.
Okay. So he can be your eyes. You will have to, when you roll, it'll be the equivalent for like sort of putting, notching your arrow and on Nick's shoulder, right? Shooting past him to miss him. And if you fumble, there's a chance you hit him. Just so you know.
No, I'm not gonna go that way. I'm gonna go the other way, I think.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah. If I
You do you.
shoot. I'm in the walking, yes. Why can't I move?
You can.
Oh, do I have to use my arrows and not the mouse?
No, you can use a mouse.
Okay, because it wasn't working for me. But now it is. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna come right there.
Wow, I love it. Daring. Look at that. Ranger's right up, and you can shoot from close distance too.
Yep. Since he's got two of them he has a friend next to him, I get 3 shots.
And just so you know that Zippy can't see the character you're looking at. I mean, assuming where I mean, how did you get to Zippy's in a different part of the like?
No,
he can't
Zippy.
see it.
I just said Zippy is hanging with me, being my eyes.
Yeah, but you need to move him where you want him, so you can move Zippy.
Okay. Well, I didn't.
I mean, I'll put him in the room at least. How's that sound?
Yeah, because I can't get back to him.
Yeah, there you go. He's in the room.
I still don't see him. Oh, there he is. Sorry.
yeah.
I do see him. I couldn't
He's
see him
on the blood.
Yeah, I couldn't see him amongst all the blood, but I can't move him.
We'll work on that later.
So, but he's like over my shoulder being my eyes.
Yeah.
That is my plan.
All right, that makes sense. And the Bodok is flanked, so you'll have the flanked advantage. Because you've got Nick on one side.
Why does it say disadvantage for me? But
because you can do. Remember what you're gonna do. It just undoes your advantage. Because you're surrounded by foes. But although you can shoot at close distance without disadvantage, right? Yeah.
Correct.
So then you can still do it with advantage.
Okay.
Only a 32. 12 points of damage. So yeah, like right in this Bodok face, you unleash your quiver. Again. No whammy.
Then
So Kedden is hurt for certain.
Then I gotta hit this guy as my horde breaker. And since I'm in it, I can't really. Well, I can back away. They just get it. Would both of them get an opportunity attacking me, or just one of them?
If they choose, they would both get an opportunity to attack. But I did refine the rules, and I was doing some noodling. It's a reaction, so you can do it once per round, right? So like, if 5 people, or we talked about this, I think, in the text thread, right? If there's a bunch of people, it's not like they can hit every person that moves away from them. They have to be choice. You have to choose. So if you back away, there's 2 of them. So one of them will probably try to hit you.
Right, I won't back away then.
Would you say you won't back down?
I won't back down.
You will stand your ground?
Yes.
You know, have you guys been asked to roll at the end of your turns?
No.
No.
Saving throws? Because anyone who ended their turn within 30 feet of Kedden was supposed to be rolling a saving throw or take damage.
Nope.
I must have done something wrong. I do not like doing stuff wrong. Alright, so this guy goes here. And comes in here. And flips to you. And says, yo, howdy. There it is. And then he does his little dance of fun with his fist. Oh my god, he missed. Is he a multi-attack? He does not. That ends his turn. This brings us up to Skylar.
Yeah. All right. I am gonna. I'm gonna Misty Step.
No way.
Yeah.
I love Misty Step. It's a pretty cool spell, actually.
It is.
Mhm.
I'm gonna Misty
Is that
Step.
that dancing thing they do in Ireland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're in
You know,
Rensselaer in the
Misty Step.
summertime, it's a Mr. Misty Step.
Yeah, it's,
Step. And then I'm gonna raise my Baconator. I'm gonna target this dude, Mr. T, who is flanked.
Indeed. So you get the flank bonus.
Flanky bonus.
nice.
Take 16. I will hit. Hopefully kill him.
The Lord of the Mist compels you.
He failed.
He's dead.
And this poor bastard
Yeah.
explodes in a
Now, in theory, I should be able to go.
bunch of stuff.
If, by the way, Thomas, do I have to move up to hit Kendon, or can I? Still
I didn't hear
get
where you.
the-
Can you do what now?
Do I? Can I still get the flanking bonus from where I am, or do I need to move up?
It'll tell you when you target the character if you have the flanking bonus.
I did not, so I will move up.
And
Still the
untarget
same.
and target again. Oh, untarget and target again.
That should be flank.
Yeah.
Baconator. Alright. Doing it, baby. Boom, here we go. Oh yeah!
Oh man.
Oh yeah!
Now, do you want to use your luck point on that, or
Yeah.
Unneat. I'm gonna hit the critical hit. See what I get.
Oh, boy.
Holy shitballs.
Yay.
Wow.
and normal,
Gonna die.
and he didn't succeed. Oh, so, oh boy. So he's just bits of gristle and tendon holding this thing together. The party attacks with advantage until the end of the round.
Yes.
If you are the last member of the party in the round, well, better luck next time. So Bing and Noodle, and yeah, you get the attack with bonus.
Alright, I'm gonna hit this dude to kill him.
And the Zipster.
No.
Oh yeah.
Well, could arguably, yeah. I can't believe you hit with that crappy roll.
Dead.
Dead. Dead.
Oh, only 25.
Dead.
Okay, and I'm gonna
Critical failsafe.
step to the side and end my turn with 55 seconds remaining.
Nice.
It's not Zip's turn, but that's okay.
All right, let's end his turn. There we go. It's Bing's turn. Whoever's running Mr. Bingading.
Yeah, is there anybody left in there?
Yes.
There's one.
Run your business.
All right, he'll come in and lorem ipsum them. He's gonna slide right in here.
I love dim sum.
I'll move this dead body for you. Out of the way.
Does he have line, or is he gonna hit Karen?
He does not have line of sight. He has Kieran and Corner, but he can push through the two of them if he wants. I can also move this
Oh,
pile of loot.
okay.
We'll let him
So-
through.
He
Okay.
can move to here if you wanted.
Yeah,
this way,
I
sir.
still want to move him there.
Your room is ready for you.
I cleaned up the blood for Karen.
And what is it? It's the cantrip. Is it Sacred Flame? that the one?
Wait, what does he do?
No,
He
it's,
does guiding bolt.
guiding
or-
bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guiding
Guiding bolt.
bolt.
Yeah, he has them. Look at his favorites. If you look at his favorites.
There
Oh, by
is-
the way, it should be able to scroll for you. Now, part of you should scroll for you now, Christy. I fixed that for you.
Thank you. Cast that spell.
Shoot that poison arrow.
Mhm.
Lorem ipsum.
Dollar
Flip
set
that
on
net.
that.
Okay.
Oh. Cool.
Holy shit!
My God.
It's
Do
a
we
lot
hear
of
a
dice.
scream?
No.
But that was a miss, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
did you
was
roll
a-
damage on a miss? Yeah,
It's
you
weird
did
that-
50 points of
that
damage
ass.
on a miss, but
It gave me
So
the option.
yeah, it'll always give you the option because it's not. I've turned off all of the you either have it super automated or like you control it, but I did not apply the damage, so there's no damage applied.
Okay, that's not. You could if you want. I don't.
I could, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, splash damage off the wall, or maybe like ricochet shrapnel.
Let's see. I wonder how much more. Oh no. Can he make it back here? I don't think so.
Or at least back behind.
You could have him go down here.
He can make it to right here. He
Yeah,
has one more.
no.
He has one more. He has 5 feet, so he can move down
Oh, okay.
or
Or
left
like
or whatever you want
here.
to do.
I think I'm gonna leave him there. And end the turn. All right. Noodle 25, 5, 10. It takes 10 to push through, right?
Yeah, so you'd be 20 here.
20, 25. I've opened my eyes, P.S.
So you're hoping that you killed it this round.
Something happened. I believe they're targeted. I come in, I'm like, one left. We're gonna use some verbena.
Like it.
Do you guys know what Rabina is? The
Verbena
black
is a
currant-
flower.
Oh, it's also a black currant drink. I don't know if you know that brand.
I do
Oh.
not.
Normal.
Nice.
How you guys hitting with like rolling a 7 and getting 24?
Nice.
Oh, she rolled a 15.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I see it.
Did I not hit?
Yay. No,
No,
you
No,
did.
you get.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
killed
you hit.
them.
Yep.
Yay.
Where is got me on my knees, Layla?
Well, I'm going to end your combat because you can choose to chase her down, but she's far enough away that you're not officially in combat anymore.
Okay.
Well, that nut.
Maybe there's stuff to make stuff to protect us from the cold.
Yes. Yeah, look for
Oh,
herbs.
Hold on one moment. I've got to give you guys some
blanket.
experience.
Yeah, there's blankets
Oh, yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I'll have the calm after the fight / looting music.
You. Oh, we can't move yet.
Not yet. I have my tool set up to freeze it until then. and it will be going to move you into free mode.
Whoa. It's asking me to do a wisdom check. I do not. There we go.
Oh.
Fixed it.
Do we also at the end want to do a spell slots? Somebody said they needed. I think Karen needed something the last time.
Oh, I'm out of rages, so yeah, we should take a nap at some point.
Okay.
So just in the chat, I didn't make you accept it, but you each got 1533 XP.
Oh, I
Nice.
think I leveled. I think I need to level.
Do you want us to accept it, or you auto accepted it?
I auto accepted it.
Okay.
Thank you, Thomas.
I did not mean to stand on that iron item pile.
Who wants buckets?
Do we get? We can. I mean, let me see what I can give to Mark. I mean, to Cyrus.
There's
Can I have you
buckets
guys-
and barrels in that middle one, and tankards.
Party, please roll your investigation check in the chat when you get a chance.
There's and in the one below Skylar, there's a bunch of bags and satchels and backpacks.
Is there something in them though?
No.
No, they're just. Yep. This one in the corner. There's an abacus.
All right, Nick and Skylar, we're looking for you to roll your investigation in the chat window.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. I was doing other stuff. My bad.
All right, so Nick, you're the winner.
Chicken dinner.
You find, I'm going to add this to your inventory.
Ew.
You find some amber,
I was gonna say you find a bag of rocks.
and you find an eye agate.
A what?
Eye agate.
Oh,
Is it
agate. Yeah.
Agate,
I
yeah.
got it.
And then who is number 2? It would be
Me.
Fabia.
Eric.
Fabia,
Oh, sorry.
you find a coin pouch
Sweet.
and a silver locket.
Ooh.
Nice. I thought I
And
was
hopefully, now if you guys look at your inventory, it should now say, you should see a little new thing flashing next to the items that I added to your inventory. I hope it worked.
Yes, it did.
Well, I
Yay!
can't-
I did a
Yeah.
thing.
I can't
That'll go
pick
away in about 5 minutes.
items. I gotta drop all this.
There's jugs over here.
That's misogyny, dude.
Oh, sorry.
He was talking about the magazine, not the.
Oh, I thought because I thought he was called that was his new nickname for Fabia, Jugs.
Did anyone
Nope.
take a blanket, by the way?
I did.
I
Oh.
have one. There's another one over here, so whoever you get a blanket, you can try to
Cool.
stay warm for the cold.
Yeah. I need you to
That's
roll
the
for
sound I have.
smallpox.
That's the sound I have for my air guitar. Jug, 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 jug.
Okay, there.
I'm sad that there are no herbs.
There's some signet rings.
Bam.
Ooh, parchment. Ooh, and an ink pen. Hey Tom, if I were to make scrolls, is it just the ink and the parchment that is going to be used for materials, or would the ink pen go as well? Like as far as
I
like,
think the pens. I think you keep the. I think the pen's not consumable.
okay, all right.
Yeah,
There are
because that's why I
three
think you.
pens over here.
Did you call him?
There's say that again, Fabia.
There are 3 pens over here.
Ooh,
And 2 blankets.
this one pen is different.
Okay. Yeah.
It's an executive office pen. That's why. The other two are just Bics.
Oh,
Right.
jeez, oh, Pete, guys.
I'm just kidding.
What?
Cocoa
Uh-oh.
puff mushrooms.
Where?
Because I have some because I was like, what can I give you? So I'm looking for if I have any herbs, and it says
Oh,
if
they keep you warm.
yes, if a creature consumes this mushroom already has cold resistance, they gain immunity from cold for 1 hour. So
Yeah.
cold resistance. So do you?
There is a recipe to make. That's what we got. The one Santa time. The hot cocoa. If we make hot cocoa, it keeps us warm.
Okay. So can you use those?
Sure.
Because it says it's a potion, right? So
No, they're
you guys are
just the
shopping. I'll be right back.
mushrooms.
Okay.
Because I feel like I also have that hot chocolate somewhere.
I have a hot cocoa mix, but these
Yeah.
cocoa puff mushrooms. But it says that if a creature already has cold resistance, they gain immunity.
Yeah, I can make a bunch
Yeah.
of cold resistance potions, but I need
we took
all
the
the
potion.
herbs.
Okay,
need
I'm
all
gonna
the
just give you
herbs.
all of the things. That's what I'm gonna do.
Because I think I have enough to make 3 potions, maybe?
Between that and the blankets.
And I think I have like 5 or 6 of those mushrooms anyway. That's why I'm like, if you guys have herbs,
I gave you
Yeah,
all
I
my
think
herbs.
I don't have any.
Okay.
All right. What did I miss?
I'm getting herbs.
Cool. Yeah, I had to. I'm in single dad mode, as I mentioned, so I had to make sure that Audrey had done her homework and she was going to, go to bed and be showered and all that stuff. But to be fair, I really needed to get this.
Did
I
don't
see
I
a-
drag it?
What? I'm
I-
sorry?
I drag it over to your name, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you drag it from your inventory onto
Yeah.
into Fabia, and it should have either said something.
It did
Oh, you're
not.
also doing. Oh, you guys also did a spectate trade, right? So you're doing. Okay,
Yeah.
you're doing the trade window. You're not doing what I wrote.
Oh,
That's
I
the
see.
different tool.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
It did go in there. My everything is good.
Yeah. So there's a trade between Noodle and Fabia, which is one way to trade, and the other way is you drag an item from your inventory onto their little panel in the party tab in the tray. You can also transfer stuff that way.
So I think
And
this
if you-
looks like everything is.
And if you drag a pile of stuff, it'll ask you how many you want to move.
Okay. And then there was something down here. It's loot, but I don't know. It
Yeah,
says
where-
that it's a thing, but hey, take it. And
Yeah.
then I know
Because
these.
it goes in both places. Oh, you want to keep your inspiration catnap, though.
Okay. I always forget I have those. So that.
Okay.
I thought
That's
I
a
had
really-
3 mushrooms.
Go to your tray in the left, and then just type in mushroom, and it'll filter your list by mushrooms.
Well, yeah, but they would be in a stack, right? So
Yeah, I was wondering how we do manage splitting stacks and stuff.
Oh, on mine. So if you drag a stack to a character, it'll give you a slider and tell you how many you want to move.
Nice.
what says I have a couple
Yeah.
of
Very
that
cool.
I'm pretty badass, you guys. Come on.
Kind of a big deal.
Why does it? It still shows me having cocoa puff mushrooms.
Did you have how many? You might have had more of them.
I know, but you said all I had to do was trade, and then it would tell me how many, but it didn't.
No. If it's a stack, if you have 5 items of mushrooms, it'll do one at a time. If you have a stack of like 10 mushrooms, it'll ask you how many of that 10. So I mean, honestly, if you want to give her all your mushrooms, just open up your character sheet and just drag them onto Favia. Just drag them one at a time onto Favia, and it'll literally should just transfer them. But make sure you're getting them, Favia.
Okay.
1. All right. So do her trade again?
No. Open up your character sheet.
Yeah, it's open.
All right, and then see the party tab on the left-hand side there. There's character and party tab.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then you see Favia, right?
Really? That's all you gotta do?
Supposedly. Oh man, that means he shits his pants.
No.
There he is.
Yeah, so you just drag it right onto her, and it'll give her the item. Supposedly, let's find out. And then you have to hit accept. Alicia, you have to hit accept.
I don't see an accept to come up anywhere. Oh, there it is. Never mind.
Yay! That
And
was
make sure you got it.
really cool.
And make sure you got it.
I'm sure I did.
So you have one less, right, Noodle?
Let's transfer accept. Yay. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I think we need to rest if we're done with this. Can we shut these doors? Is it safe? Or
Well, I'm assuming that you want to clean up the. Are you guys done looting the bodies? Can I get rid of the bodies?
I think
you can loot.
so.
They don't always turn into the. Turns out they don't always turn into the sacks, so those other things are lootable too.
I'm over.
All right, so I'm gonna get rid of the bodies. Yeah, this one this guy has 2 blankets, a hooded lantern, an herbalism kit, fine clothes, a bunch of
If you don't have
herbs.
a blanket, this is your chance. Does everyone have a blanket?
No, if I do.
Yeah, get a blanket. Might be a way to get through the cold.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, good call. We could just be like the homeless folk and just wear all of our clothing that we have in our bag.
True.
Yeah, all of them have a couple of blankets actually. Wonder why.
I'm not over
That's the
there.
hint, people.
No, it was incidental.
Okay. Got a blanket. Sorry, Cyrus. SOL.
One of them had 2. I know that.
No, yeah, there's a couple of them had blankets.
Aren't there two? Oh, I didn't go over and look at that guy.
All right, is everyone done with Loris?
Oh yeah,
Right,
in front of-
we're done.
yeah. There's 2 over here, over by Karen.
Over.
Over here, this one.
Everywhere.
Okay.
There's 2 of them in that one.
Who else needs a blanket?
So everyone has one now, it sounds like.
Have we gone north? Have we gone north to this room here? Is that where we came from?
I shouldn't screw with his character. Okay. But some of us could do with a wee bit of rest, you know.
Yeah. Indeed.
Can we shut doors and put your weapon, you know, over by where Karen is, or like? Or is
And
that
get
too
rid of
weak?
the bodies.
What do you think?
Yeah, you guys decide what you want to do.
I say we go rest and then go get our blankets on and then go to that breezy area.
Because if we rest, I can craft and stuff.
Perfect. Let's do it. Let's rest here.
Yeah.
Shut
Can
the
we
door.
put your
Do you want me to set up my arrow alarms?
Yeah. I think kind of like past Karen.
Okay. It's been a while since I said this. I gotta think.
It's a cordon of arrows, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Done.
Maybe that maybe investigating being able to stay there a little longer might help. I don't know, because we really didn't get a lot of information when we investigated it other than its magic. The ice is a spell or some sort of magic. I don't know. Did we go to the west?
I just had to roll even the way. So I'm gonna put an arrow by all the doors, Tom.
Okay.
I cast that spell before we
All right. So
rest.
so each door.
Yeah.
And what about the open hallway?
There's an open hallway.
Well, behind Karen.
Karen.
So put one of them behind Karen in the open hallway, and then like down here.
Have we
Or,
gone?
sorry,
that way?
right here. Right here.
Okay. And that's anything within 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
All right. As soon as you plant it, it starts going off.
It is.
Then
Yeah,
they
well,
all. Then they attacks it. It goes after whatever.
Yeah, it just embeds itself in the door.
Which, this door?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to open it. That was an accident.
I will let you off. I that was a mistake. I see.
All right. So we are not done then.
Can we see if we can hear what's going on over there? Or can I send Zippy over there to listen or something?
You can.
Does Karen hear anything over there?
Well, let's do it. Let's find out.
She's
Go,
close.
let's go fight.
I cast listen.
Let's see.
I guess.
Karen. And you said Karen and
I'll
Zippy,
send
right?
little Zip over there, yeah.
all right, and we're looking for perception.
Is it the one that the blinded one? Did it come back?
I'm not gonna say.
Well,
And here we
that
go.
was rhetorical questions, really.
Oh, I did not know that was turtle. All right,
Little
so
Zippy's
Zippy
like,
doesn't hear
it's
anything.
a door.
Karen, you barely hear anything, but it sounds like metal on metal, just barely, just a little bit of a like imagine your family is sleeping and you get up in the middle of the night and you want to make yourself some macaroni and cheese, so you're carefully trying to get the pan out of the drawer, but that shit's not being quiet, and it's like, you hear going clang 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 clang, and it's probably not very loud, but it's loud to you because if you wake up your wife, there's gonna be hell to pay. True story. So, yeah, but there's just you just hear like a little bit of metal like move.
Do we want to go back a room? Weren't we? We were up north of this before, right?
I don't remember. Yeah. Ooh.
All those doors are shut now, but
They can be opened. And the
yes,
only arrow that
I think-
activated Fabio was that one.
we could just go up here and then shut these doors and then take our nap.
You want to do that?
I'll pick up the 3 arrows that didn't get used and move them over there.
Okay. Karen's like, I am out of here.
Go sleep on this table.
You know what's funny is you guys haven't been outside, but do you guys remember that you have camps? Like you have campsites that you can set up, and it has tents, and there's a fire. It's been a while.
No.
I can't fucking wait till you guys are out of this, by the way. Yeah.
Same.
Part of me is like, you find the part, and then you guys warp to Flan. You'll get there. I'm gonna go ahead as a courtesy and move Nick into that room with you guys.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome.
We closed all the doors.
Doors are shut.
All right. Oh, I gotta take a note.
So I'm gonna go ahead and cast my what's her name? My guardian, right?
Okay. What are the details of your guardian?
It hovers for the duration of an unoccupied space. It's 30 feet, 8 hours. Any creature hostile that moves into that space within 10 feet must succeed in a dexterity saving throw, or it takes 20 radiant damage.
All right.
And it'll keep fighting until it has dealt 60 damage.
All right. So where do you want it? I put the little X down to mark the spot.
I think like that would be a good spot.
All right. That's it, Centroid then.
God.
Okay,
yeah.
so Fabia's in that doorway. Zippy's over in that doorway. The rest of you guys are kind of gathered around. It's a choke point, but it's a pretty good choke point. And it sounds like you guys are ready to take a well-earned rest.
What should I put it here instead? Who's paying attention?
I can if you want. It's up. There you go.
Anyone?
How's that?
Or did I leave? I can't see.
Well, this is the point when most people start multitasking and
Yeah,
playing
I see where you're
Yahtzee.
at. Oh, I see
I
it now.
think I'll put it right there because that should cover this door since it's 30 feet, right? So.
Yep.
Cast. Consume a spell slot. Yeah. Campaign manager. And it says nothing.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay.
Ooh. I don't want to move, but I want to put this somewhere. Oh, it won't let me go right into the thing. Can you see it?
Yeah, this is just a stated thing, right? So like, it doesn't actually have to be put down as long as you've consumed your resource, right? Oh, you did put it down. There it is.
Birdie.
Yeah. I'll move it into like sort of the open space right about there.
Yeah.
I forgot that it had its own icon.
We're covering all doors, and I think we're all pretty protected.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. So then you guys tell me when you're ready to do a long rest. Don't forget, you need to tell me what you want to do.
Rest.
I'm just
And
resting.
Fabia's gonna make stuff.
So I can only make one cold resistance potion. I thought I had enough for more. I need had fingers, is what they're called.
Well, we got blankets now. Maybe that'll work.
Okay. I'm
All right,
resting.
look. Is anyone attuning? Is there any, like, at the end of this, like, I want to sort of enforce up front, tell me what you want to do. Are there any items you're studying, attuning to, whatever else? Otherwise, I'm going to hit this long rest button.
I'm gonna
Right.
tune to my blanket.
right. There you go. The long rest is there.
Cyrus. It's okay.
Tom, I can level up. I'm just gonna wait till after. I'm not gonna do it now.
Yeah, you're welcome to.
No, wait. I'll do it later.
Did anyone else qualify for level up?
I do.
Did that just happen tonight, or was that before?
No, it barely happened before. I just happened to leave, so.
That's fun.
Yeah, I do not have it in me this fine evening, I'm gonna tell you.
Is it the music?
No.
A little too cozy? How about this
Just
one?
so you-
Yes.
So is everyone long rest?
Yeah, it says so.
All right, so you guys wake up. The music's intense. A little bit of like the Passion of the Christ sounding. It sounds like. Like little Peter Gabriel was dumped again, and he put out a really amazing soundtrack to something. True story. But anyway, yeah, you wake up in the morning. You're in that weird area. Just to remind you where you guys stayed the night. It is this. So you guys have sort of like found nooks and crannies around this little workshop area.
It's
Yeah.
It's cozy.
looks super comfy. Super comfy.
Inviting.
So you've gotten back. You're feeling a lot more refreshed. You're feeling like the world is your oyster. You know that down to the south, you heard a little bit of movement in a door. The wayfinding, Favia tells you that that's a very small room or possibly a storage area, right? Just because your mapping ability. You guys came in from the room below. I believe, yeah. I think.
And didn't
So there
we
you go.
meet somebody last time that told us, oh, it was the thing in the cage?
Yeah.
That they had no idea that they pretty much said there was not. I mean, he pantomimed that there was no other way down. So
Yeah, there was no other way down, but you didn't know if there was anything to the east or southeast that might deal with the ice.
yeah. So what are we doing?
Let's go do the ice thing.
What do you want to do over there?
Go down the hole.
There's no hole.
The staircase.
Is there a hole?
No, there's just to remind you before we make our way back there. When you were last there was a hallway that is estimated to be about 100 feet, like a stairway that's about 100 feet, anywhere from 8 to 10 feet wide, completely filled with ice. And as you got closer to it, you started potentially taking frost damage. Now you have Cocoa Puffs, you have some blankets, right? Some, you have some exposure stuff that might help you out.
Does anybody
But,
have to pee? Doesn't that like melt?
Oh yeah.
Melt
I'm
the
not
ice?
pulling my
melts ice.
guns out.
What
Jesus
about
Christ.
that pick? David, what is that pick that you have?
Let's
Yeah.
uno momento. How do you know about the pick?
They talked about it.
I didn't tell it. Did I tell anybody about a pick?
I think you did, and or she also ran your character, right? or
Oh
something.
yeah, that
like-
could have been. Yeah. Hey, when I was
She's been going through your stuff, man.
yeah,
While you were sleeping, Fabia went through your stuff.
that sounds right.
All right, so Fabia, you are the leader. I'm gonna at some point ask you what the hell you guys are doing.
We're still resting.
one-
We're tired.
I think there's one vote. Yeah, there was one vote to go to back to the frozen stairway. Other people, you know where you've been. The only unexplored areas that you've not experienced with your wayfinding would be everything literally to the east of where you are. And let me roll. Let me have you roll something, Fabia.
Okay.
Is ice rock?
No, literally, it's not rock.
Okay. Then
I know, but
this
like-
pick
But it
will
has-
serve
but-
absolutely no purpose.
Well, hold on, but it has it. But it's. You're
I mean,
you
it's
asked a very
okay.
literal question.
Yeah.
I think what you really is what I'm gonna have you roll. I'm gonna have you roll. Hold on.
Yeah.
So Fabia, I'm gonna have you do.
Well, I guess if it cuts
This.
through,
And
if
you're
it
not
cuts through rock, it'll cut through ice.
I would hope so.
Fair assessment.
Nick, it's not equipped, so we may need to equip it if we.
You guys can equip and unequip right now all you want, but if you end up in a battle, then that's where things change.
20.
I know everything about survival.
You do. So right. So with your tools, right, with your innate ability to wayfind, to pathfind, with what you've learned about the previous, what level are you guys on? Like 7 or 1,000 levels above you. Just sort of knowing the size of that each of these has been, you know that from where you are, there's probably from where your party is, there's probably maybe 50 to 60 feet more of potential dungeon, unless this is an exception, and this level is suddenly like characteristically bigger or smaller. But yeah, there's probably a good 40, 50 feet to the east, which in your sort of map making mind since you critted would be like maybe a hallway and some rooms, and that's about it. You sort of mentally feel that from where you've been, you're in sort of the northeast corner of what you think this level is. Now, again, it could be sprawling and you don't know, but just if the things that you've drawn, the conclusions you've drawn from the other levels, you feel like you're sort of in the northeast-ish corner. There's not too much more to the east. There's a good bit to the south, but you've covered some of that already. And then that's the only parts of this level that you haven't covered. Now, if you're a completionist like Noodle, you're going to want to see every nook and cranny. If you're action-oriented like Skylar, you just want to get this shit over with and get through that ice, see what's next. So, rally your troops. You're off by yourself in a hallway. You maybe get back there and talk to them. Because I think
making potions.
You're also the leader, so I'm going to ask you to do some leading. Or, unless you want me to have them vote for they can vote for a new leader. It's up to you.
What's happening? What are you doing?
I'm just hanging over here. What are you doing?
Coming over here.
I feel like Skylar's like leaning up against the very door that he wants to go through, and is like jiggling the handle and just kind of.
Do you want to go through the ice
Georgia.
and be done with this?
I mean, we can't. Do we have a theory of how to get through the ice?
No.
Obviously, that's where we.
I think Nick can try the axe, but.
I have an axe and a pick.
Please roll your insight checks.
No.
I
have no insight.
I also have some grenades.
I have like 18 dynamite bundles.
Oh, I have some dynamite too.
All right, so Favia, Bing, and even Skylar, right? Your 20s, right? You guys roll some 20s, right? Repetition doesn't ruin the prayer, as they say. But also, it's sort of madness to see something happening over and over again and expect it to be different the next time you go. You've been down that hallway 3 times, and it's been full of ice, right? So if you go a 4th time, I don't like with your 20, your spidey sense says probably nothing has changed, right? Now, if you want to go and investigate it, like your 20 might say like maybe that 4th time we should spend some time and understand a little bit about the characteristics of the ice. Is the ice new? Is it old? Right? Like what color is the ice?
Can we blow it up? And can our blankets work?
You absolutely already know that you can blow it up. You learned that with the lightning. The lightning chiseled away at it. The dynamite would potentially blow it up.
Well, but I mean,
is the ice
but
magic?
not like effectively.
Do we know if the ice is magic?
Oh, I think we ran down that avenue last time, and
it was created. It was created with magic, right? And there seems to be a little like artificial, like there's some magic keeping it cold. If that makes sense.
So
something's got to power your refrigerator.
Sounds
Like
like it's something to keep it contained or something to keep it out. Make it difficult to remove it.
I'm just saying.
Can we undo it?
Mick Maylock's really done enough time with the ice.
Where is the ice?
Are we heading to the ice, Karen?
I don't know. I was gonna see what was down here. I don't know. We
Which
can
direction
go.
is the ice? Is it this way?
I
It's
don't
left.
remember ever actually seeing the ice, but that's fine.
I think it's like to the west.
All right, can I give me a second, Karen? Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So, how long ago did you first start using explosives? Because you're sort of the blow it up person, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I always.
I think
Are you
gonna-
asking me like a character biography standpoint, or from a when we started playing?
I think. Well, so here's where I'm getting at is I think at some point, this isn't really a D&D thing, but like you can become a demolitions expert. So I'm trying to sort of gauge how much would Karen know about blowing shit up, right? Like growing up, did Karen play with dynamite, with explosives and like to blow shit up, and was she mischievous, right? Because she's always grabbing bombs. You guys have fabricated things that roll down hallways, so it leads me to believe that like this is not your first stick of dynamite,
Yes.
right? And the reason I'm asking is because you know the hallway's about roughly anywhere from 8 by 10 to 10 by 10. You know that it's 100 feet long, and you know it's made of ice, right?
Yes.
And I'm trying to I know how much dynamite it would take to blow up the tunnel.
Can we?
Yeah,
It seems like a ludicrous amount of dynamite.
Okay, hold on, and that's where I think I'm gonna have you roll something.
Okay.
I'm just gonna figure out what.
I gotta think
Because
about
if you
something
want-
I wanna answer.
Because if you do want to blow it up, like I have the potion of cold resistance, and with the cocoa mushrooms,
Yeah.
like you could be immune to the cold.
Well, how much? What's the dynamite equivalent of Noodle's lightning spell?
Actually, I have burning hands. I have
See a doctor.
Which will anything that burning hands lights.
That's how he got burning scrote.
Oh my god, I just inadvertently poured ginger beer into my martini glass.
Is
So
it
I've
good?
got a half martini, half ginger beer. It's fucking
Nice.
awesome. Anyway,
That's neither here
it's
nor
like
there.
it's like a carbonated martini. Anyway,
Oh, nice.
Karen, can you roll your history check for me?
A carbatini, if you would.
History. Oh, down here. I see. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Fuck me.
You know everything
Okay.
about history.
Guys,
Oh
let
my
me tell you
God.
about the Civil War.
So
I just grew a little
So,
goatee.
I remember when the first stick of dynamite was created. It was my father's father.
all right, so you know that if your intel is correct, and you have 100-foot tunnel of ice, right? And it's roughly 10 by 10. You know that's about 10,000 cubic feet of ice, right? And you've blown some serious shit up. You've blown up rocks. You've blown up homes,
People,
trees, right? An outhouse or two just for shits and giggles, and you've blown up, a number of kinds of rocks that would approximate ice, right? Probably not your granites, but your softer stones, your slate, your whatever else, right? Would sort of approximate ice. And for 20, Jesus Christ, you figure that potentially you can clear about 50 to 100 cubic feet of ice per stick of dynamite.
I have
Right.
2.
I've got
So-
two.
So depending on if you're trying to clear it clean, yeah, that could take anywhere from 1 to 200 sticks of dynamite. But if you're just trying to clear away some of it, it wouldn't necessarily require that much. Combined with some other things, some other mechanical devices or whatever else, you know, it may loosen it up, it may crack it, it may make picking it easier, right? Like there is. So I think what you're thinking is like, there's absolutely a mechanical opportunity to make it down that stairway. There may be other things on this level that would make that job easier, but if push comes to shove, you feel like, yeah, you guys could probably brute force your way through it, given enough time.
Okay.
So we have to decide.
I've got 6 dynamite bundles.
I've
I
got
have
2.
2. So we have 10.
You have
got
10
pick.
bundles? Wait, you have
Yeah.
10 bundles?
Yes.
That was per stick.
Well, I don't know. I think this was like a special thing that you made for these were from the top of the Nakatomi
Yes.
Yeah.
castle.
Oh no, it all counts. So it's a bundle of. It was gonna blow up. Like that was enough to blow up I did the math too. It was enough to blow up the castle.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Okay, I thought these were just like basically renamed dynamite, but all right, cool.
So
well,
each one,
let's go.
Each one probably has what, 8 sticks of dynamite.
I don't know. It doesn't say, does it? Can light a stick of. No, it just like the description. I think is basically just for a stick of dynamite.
Yeah.
40?
No, it's for a stick of dynamite. But yeah, but it's a bundle of those sticks is the thing. All right. So you know that's your mechanical route. So then the next, I think then Fabia, you've got to decide: do you just beeline and just start blowing shit up, or do you want to see what's on the rest of this level? Like I don't care either way. You guys, you do you, but I would make a decision at some point.
I'm fine with just going to the ice if everybody else is fine with going to the ice.
I'm very flexible. Now that we know we can do it, I'm happy to do whatever, either or.
Hey, what you think, Christy? I can't hear you.
You're muted.
Maybe she's muted on purpose.
You're still muted.
Hello. Oh,
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
I don't care what we do. I guess I just want to do something. I'll do whatever anybody wants.
All right, to the ice.
To the ice.
Do you
I
want
have-
Do you want the cold resistance potion and the Cocoa Puffs? Or the
Yeah, I guess so. Makes sense.
Everybody wrap in your blankets. Bing and Noodle are wrapped in our blankets, preparing for what we know is there.
So how do I move things to her again? Where do I go to just drag them? I'm confused about that part.
All right. You know the tray on the left hand side that I wrote. The tray. Click the party tab. Right. Click the party tab, and you see. Oh, and then just drag the item from your inventory onto whatever character, and it should light up and say drop here.
Okay. Yes.
Isn't that fancy?
It is.
I accept. Cool. And then what was the Cocoa Puff thing?
I'm working on it. I'm giving you the dynamite too.
You know, and there was someone. There were whispers to each other that I don't know if anyone ever acknowledged, but I just noticed there's whispers in the chat.
Oh, I think, yeah. At least one of them saw it.
Yeah. I accept your dynamite.
I accept your dynamite. Let me see if I have any bundles. I think I do.
You guys, and you're blowing shit up. It cracks me up.
Oh, I have this too. It might just be easier. Just mix it with
I got
water.
ribbon of combustion. What does that do? Explosive.
How do I not have any bundles of dynamite?
I don't know. Everyone else does.
We were diffusing the dynamite though, right?
Yeah, but when we diffused it, it went into our inventory. And you and I, like, scoured that. I think you and I like had like 6 of them.
Couldn't tell you.
No, I don't know.
I just felt that.
Where's ice again? Isn't it down?
Dynamite, according to J.J. Walker.
Yeah, where's the?
Hold on. I'm locking movement for just a second.
Yeah.
So finish doing your transfers before the rest of your party moves around, Fabia, and then you're gonna conga their asses all the way back to the place.
Oh, yeah. I think we're transferred. I've got cocoa powder and the cold resistance and some dynamites.
Lots of dynamite.
Okay, I'm gonna move you guys into conga mode, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
And normally I wouldn't do this because I'd let you guys just figure it out yourselves, but since we've never used it before, I don't want to make a mess of things.
Don't forget Zippy.
Oh, he'll get congoed.
Okay.
All right. So now
I don't
you're
know
in
where
front,
I'm going.
Fabia.
I don't know where I'm going.
Did you want to nominate a different leader?
I just don't know where the ice is because I wasn't there.
It was
I
through.
Yeah, go down that hallway.
Oh, there's this hallway. Yeah.
Shortest route, man.
Which way do you think? This way? That way?
Isn't that the way, everybody?
So in your chat, you'll see the marching order, but it has little Zippy as the point for some reason.
That's okay.
So we're gonna undo that conga. And hold on. I don't want little Zippy. I didn't even think about the fact that little Zippy could be the leader. I'm gonna move little Zippy into where he's gonna be eventually anyway, and then he will not be part of the conga. There we go. And then I go free, and I go to conga mode. Why in the world does it have little Zippy being the leader? Would you have him selected or something as your primary?
No, I don't even know how to do that.
I don't either. Give me one more second. And go from here. Damn you guys and your edge cases. Companion. Your ownership. Everyone will be default for a second. Save. Now, try to make him the leader. Bastard. Conga. That's more like it. All right, so...
I just realized that Zippy has resistances to cold, so he could go with you and keep us all updated.
Nice.
All right, Fabia. Drive to,
Am I going this?
Have you been through there?
I have no idea. I haven't been here for the past 2.
Hold on, then I have to have you roll something real quick if you haven't been there before. Fabia, and it's going to be an investigation check. Let's roll. Well,
That was terrible.
You're very unfortunate. Yes. So, yeah. So the only obvious exits you see are here and here, and you can ask the team, do you want to go north or south? It's up to them.
North
you have
or
been
south?
this way, and you have been this way.
I think let's go south and then we loop
Is it
right,
south
right?
where we just came from?
You've done the
Honestly,
entire
I've lost
western
track.
part.
Yeah.
You've done it. So, but you know what? You know wayfinding. You know the shortest path to the cold room that was next to the hallway is this way, Fabia.
Okay.
All right. Now, as soon as you move, they will start to move.
And then which way am I going now? 'Cause
But they're immediately blocked.
I'll go up a little further.
No, you're gonna go through this way, right here.
Or it was open. Sorry.
It was already open.
Where's the
should've-
ice room at?
At the end of the hallway, you want to go through that doorway.
Okay.
should be dragging people along behind you.
Yeah, they are. Cyrus looks stuck. I don't know why though.
Tom, are you manually conga lining us?
Two of you were. I was because they got stuck. So there's wall blocking and wayfinding. So if you fall too far behind, your conga loses. But it normally should work. So now you want to go into this room here.
Well, I see Zippy right here.
Yeah. So Zippy heads into this room. He goes here, and then he heads over here into this room.
Okay. I can see something over here.
See what?
I can see there's like a red something right here.
Oh, that's a dead body. I'll get rid of that for you. That was a dead body you guys killed.
Just a little. Nothing to see.
That's not going to work because it will take you right through. So if you want to do multiple points, do you guys know how to do multiple points? You hold control down, or just use your keyboard.
Mine just automatically moved. You want me to move it back or?
Yeah, because I was like, it went right on top of me.
Well, that's because you're acting like a drunk.
I have no.
Okay, hold on.
I'm not great at this. No, I didn't do that. I moved and it moved me back.
It was doing that last time.
I fixed it though. Okay, hold on. Conga. All right, now if I take, I'm gonna drive you for a second. Yeah, drop right there. Now Noodle will move in that place. Now go to the left.
There it goes.
Bye, Skylar.
Oh. I got my blanket.
All right.
I feel comfortable.
I've got to work on Conga.
It's pretty good though.
Yeah, that's kind of awesome.
I think the problem with Conga is I don't think that I should do blocked for Conga. I have to turn that off because when you're in Conga line, you will literally follow the leader, and they should just whatever you do, they do. It doesn't matter how far behind they fall. They should always do what you do. In follow mode, blocked matters, right? Because you hit a wall, you hit a door. So I think I need to turn off blocked and follow for Conga. Got it. Note, Conga. Turn off blocked. Okay. Yeah,
So
because as
is
soon as
the
the
ice
door
through this door?
that ice is through that. So the room you just walked into, you can feel the temperature drop.
All right, I'm putting my blankie on because I think I will get cold.
All right, I'm gonna take my medicine.
I'm gonna put my blankie on.
Me too.
Wait, did it work?
I don't know.
I don't see any effects. Well,
Yeah, Thomas, I think it used it, but it didn't. Oh, do I have to target myself when I'm taking a potion?
Yeah, you do. But
Okay,
so yes, can you do it again, or did it consume it?
it consumed it.
Because I don't see anything in the chat window. Let me clear the chat and try it again. Okay, what was the potion that you had?
Potion of cold resistance.
All right, 1 second.
Is little Zippy with us?
Yes.
Because I don't see him.
He's under Noodle.
But I also don't see him like as someone I can select anymore.
Oh, I have to make him your I have to make you the owner again.
yeah, he's just hanging out.
Potion of cold resistance, dropping it into damn it. Stop doing that. All right, Karen, see if you got it. I may have misdropped it.
What's free vote? What?
don't see it.
How about now?
I see a chat thing for it now. Yep, there it is.
Now, yep.
Okay,
So, yeah,
Karen
target
targeted, Karen drinking, Karen using ability. Yeah,
There you go.
There you go.
and now I've got to drink the cocoa. Cocoa mix, 1 packet.
Cocoa.
So do you need
Do
both
I-
of those?
Yeah, because cold resistance. Sorry, cold resistance does like gives me resistance, but then if you are resistant and you drink the cocoa, then you're immune.
For
Yeah.
1 hour.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move in. So basically, where Karen is, you guys, anyone that moves beyond where Karen is, will over time start getting frostbite. Progressively colder. That's
Okay.
the thing.
Even with the
Zippy.
blanket?
Well, we
Yeah.
confirm that Zippy has resistance to cold because I can't see his.
Oh, let me make you his owner again. Zippy.
He's
Ownership.
under my hammer. Oh, that's what they're calling it these days.
There you go. You're now the owner again. And Skylar, to your question, the blankets are nice and thick. They'll absolutely keep you warm to a certain extent, right? Just like a coat will keep you warm outside, but if you're outside on Everest in a winter gear, at some point you freeze to death. But it'll definitely delay it. You guys can probably, in the blanket, be out there for a half hour, 45 minutes, near the ice before it'll start impacting you. You'll need to go warm up.
So Zippy has cold resistance. I'm gonna give him some of the cocoa mushrooms so he can have cold immunity too and hang out with Karen and keep us posted on what's happening.
So now would be a good time to share with your GM what is your plan. So
Okay.
So Kieran, first off, you walk out to the ice and you're finally able to get close enough. And there's a couple of things, that the ice is pretty clear, as if it was flash frozen pretty quickly. So ice is more clear the faster it freezes, and and because this was frozen with magic, as you guys have learned, it's pretty clear, which means that you can see as you get up there into the ice. And one of the things you see is it looks like you can't make out if it's a cultist or a dwarf or what, but you see bodies frozen on the stairway, sort of like
cool.
mid going down the stairs.
Yeah. All right. Well, my plan is to, with my pickaxe, create a little, kind of like just real traditional mining operation. You make a little hole, you put in to blow them up, and then you make it explode. Yeah. And
All
then
right,
rinse,
and I don't
repeat.
think you guys haven't hit with an axe yet, right? So, I'm gonna go ahead and have you roll. I think it'd be a strength check. Roll.
Zippy also has an extra dynamite.
Nice.
Does it?
Just flying around with an explosive.
Yes.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, chaotic evil with high explosives. Awesome.
Lawful evil.
No, he is not lawful.
That's what it says. Lawful evil.
Isn't he abyssal?
I don't know. He's cute.
Like,
likes
I
the
think
rules.
there's some races that can't be. It's like they're incapable of being certain alignments.
All right, so hold on. Hit me versus Karen, and it's a strength and a minimum of 10, and request. So hit me as the ice.
Oh, I see. I rolled the top one.
Yep.
Not great.
So you
Even
won.
worse.
No, that's it. So you're the challenger. You challenged the ice, right? You challenged the ice to. So you attacked it. Yeah. So you see a nice size, a nice size chunk of ice comes out. this ice is cold as hell. It's a little brittle, right? It chips away pretty easily, quite honestly.
All right.
So yeah, it's big enough to stick your dynamite into.
All right. I stick the dynamite into it,
All right,
and then
one
guess I
stick,
will-
10 sticks. Like, what are you doing? One at a time? Like,
I'm just gonna do one bundle at first,
oh shit, okay.
and then fire in the hole, and then I'm gonna just step back in here while it.
And what was the math? What was the math for that again? What's it do? I have to look at your dynamite.
The bundle? It's
Yeah.
I think the bundle is just a special name for a stick of dynamite. I don't think it has in the description. It's just a regular stick, it looks like. It does 3d6 damage.
All right, 3d6. So hold on one second. All right. There we go. All right, so I'm just gonna have you roll 3d6. Do you want to use the dice tray? My little dice tray thingy, easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, just click the d6 3 times and then hit roll.
Which one is the 6?
It's the square one.
Oh yeah, just the regular S. Okay.
The
Yeah.
plain die.
Oh yeah. Okay. Next thing, tooltips
Tool
on
tips.
dice.
Tooltips. That's why I like the formulas or the chat command. Yeah.
Well, you're welcome to do that too. All right. So it does 8 damage. So let me get in here and take down 8 points. And 8. Boom. And you see this thing loses. Hold on. Drawing. Damn it. There it is. Position. Height. Apply.
Oof.
And you see, about. Oh wait, was that a bundle?
Here.
Or was that that was one stick though, right? That's just one stick. So it's 3d6 per. So, all right. So then we need to take 7 times 8.
I just pasted it in the chat. You can see what you think.
It's definitely more than one piece of dynamite. It's a bundle. It was
So
designed to blow up the castle.
Yeah, each stick. It says each stick is 1d6 to a maximum of 10. So there's 10. So it's 10d6. Okay,
My
so that's
God.
different. So I need to take off. So if you rolled an 8 times 10 was 80. I've already taken. So you need 72 more off.
How many
But are you
bundles of
doing one
dynamite do we
stick
have
at a
again?
time?
10, 11. Zippy has one.
All right. So then we take this, and the height goes down to.
So
Boom.
we have 110 sticks of dynamite.
Yeah.
Thank God
So
went to
you're
Nakatomi Castle.
Right. Blasting that away, and now you're close enough now, Karen, to the first character that you're seeing red robes. So there was
like sticking out of the ice.
Yeah, so it's sort of like, this was definitely a black cult. You could just tell by the robes, and they were heading down the stairs, and they were
Okay.
flash frozen in place.
Well, hopefully that doesn't trigger again. Also about to vaporize that. It's gonna be like ice and water and guts.
Zippy is so excited right now.
Yeah. So I guess I just load up the next.
Yep. All right. So you chisel it out,
Yeah.
light
it,
and
then duck
light
back.
it. Now then roll your 3d6. Actually, we're gonna do 3d6 times 10.
So 30d6.
Yeah, I guess you could just click it 30 times if you want. That'll work.
Oh!
All right, 92.
Wait, that black cultist has to roll his saving throw.
92 goes to. Hold on. He goes to 90. Boom. Yeah, and the black cultist is just like gone, like just bits of ice, bits of black cultist, whatever else. But let me have you roll a quick insight before we move any farther than this. Just because you're assessing as you go down that you're seeing characters. Insight.
Zippy is dancing with joy.
Yeah, so Zippy's relaying all this to you that like we're blowing shit up. It's a really good day. Have you considered the path of evil? Evil is the way.
I feel like
18. Yeah. So just the characteristics, like the look on like, or the body position, the way the robes were sort of fluttering behind. This cultist was running down these stairs, right? And something didn't want this cultist to come down these stairs. That's your insight check for 18. All right. So you're chiseling away.
All right, next one.
All right.
Pick. Pack. And then.
How close do we get to the end, Karen? Can you see?
Yeah, Zippy can report that about halfway to the visible end.
Tom, with the
Jesus.
with the ice slowly diminishing down the hallway, is the coldness kind of dissipating? Like, are we able to kind of come into the hallway or no?
I think Karen, you can give them the okay to come out the door. I think once that ice block that you can see has gotten to about 3 or 4 feet from the end, because remember, this is just the part that you can see up here. There's more ice that goes down and down 100 feet. So this is the first 5, 10, 15, 20, like 30 feet or so, right? But you're making good progress, right? All right, so roll. Wait, you rolled it. I didn't move this stuff yet. Hold on.
Yep.
1. Boom.
I turned to Noodle and I'm like, I wonder if this is what they were talking about, that there's something buried that needs to stay buried, like when we first came in here.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm wondering.
Interesting.
A little late for that. Keep blowing up.
Now, every time you guys hear an explosion, you see Karen sort of standing in the doorway, and all this ice just like flying past Karen. And the good news is, if make sure you duck out of the doorway, or I will you'll have to take shrapnel damage, right?
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, I was out of the doorway before then. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I feel like if we go into the hallway, we'll just have the tinnitus ring. We're like, what's happening in there?
Yeah. All right, next one. So number 4, I guess we're on.
And how many do you have left?
We've got 7 left as a group after this one. So we've got 8 left right now, and then I just placed 1, so we have 7 left. Is that accounting right, Alicia?
Zippy has 1 too. That I didn't realize.
Okay, and then here's the next roll.
105. All right. So 105. And boom.
Whoever made this is going to be highly ticked off too. I don't know. I just came back from the bathroom, so.
All right. So Karen, now it's far enough that you guys, like, some of them can make their way out. You're feeling the sort of the cold going away a bit. Right, as this ice has receded and has blown backwards, the coldness is sort of following the ice down.
So these are stairs going down?
Yeah, these are stairs going down.
Okay, and then the map will continue past where it shows right here, right?
Exactly. We'll do theater of the mind here in just a second.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I put the next batch. Everybody should GTFO,
All right.
by the way.
And you are deleting that from your inventory each time, correct?
I'll catch it up. Yeah, when we're done. So this is
All right.
number 5. I
5.
think.
So many
97.
dice.
So this should get us basically to the next map. I think.
Well, this gets you this gets you to the end of this visible. So this
Okay.
is about, let's see.
Everybody else?
Yeah, this is about, you're about halfway. Right.
Wait,
the
you
rest
said
of it.
that, like,
No, I said he was halfway to the visible end of the stairway, and the other half of the stairway is on the level below. Does that make sense? Right. So you're
Yeah.
seeing.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And what I can do is visibly pretend that you're down there and put this back where it was. Right. And reset this, because there's only this half of the ice had 13 hit points left. So let me give it back once it needs. All right. So now the rest of the hit points represent, as soon as these hit points are gone, this ice has been dissipated. And by the way, Karen, it's not perfect, right? You're blowing ice up, so it's not leaving like a perfectly clean hallway.
Yeah.
It's like big. It's passable, but like it's big chunks.
Yeah.
All right. Next.
and this is the 5th one, by the way, because the first one you just.
And Zippy just gave you some dynamite. That was very kind of him. And we're blowing stuff up.
Wait. So all the ice. Wait. What's the ice? Also, all the ice. I don't understand what's happening.
Okay, so you cleared half of it, so I just pulled
Yeah.
the other half up the stairway so you could visibly see
Oh,
it.
I see what you're doing. Okay.
It's
All
otherwise
right.
it would all be theater of the mind. I just thought it would be easier. And normally, I'm making you guys go through this step by step, because if the dynamite runs out, the dynamite runs out. See?
Yeah. So can we just roll the next one?
Yep.
All right.
Can I assume that you're always going to move down the hallway?
Yeah.
All right. So how many more times do you have left? I mean, how much more dynamite do you have left?
That was number 5, right?
That's the 5th one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think that was.
Of the bundles.
I think
Yeah.
the first bundle we didn't do the math right though. So
One.
Exactly. Yeah. That one.
No, I
we
did.
roll?
So we rolled one dynamite, and then I gave you credit for the other dynamite, and I took it off. So it was right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it ended
So
up being
5.
like 80,
1,
80 total.
2, 3,
6.
4, 5. So that was number 6 that we just rolled. Yeah.
So there are
But the first one was
5
the bundle.
left. He just multiplied it by 10.
Oh,
first
okay. I
one.
got it.
All right. So so just what we're gonna do, Cliff, is we're just gonna progressively go do each bundle. And I'll tell you when it's cleared.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me catch up the. Oh, it has
Close,
been
right?
moving.
Because if we're over halfway,
Yeah, it has been.
but we have 5
actually-
left.
Yeah, it has been taking my bundles out. I only have 2 more bundles with me. I think somebody else has some. Skylar, do you have some?
Skylar,
I
did you
do.
give you? You gotta give it to
I
him.
can do it. I'll do it right now.
Unless Skylar wants to go get his little bundled ass over there and poke him in the hole. Everyone likes blowing stuff up.
Here's the next one.
All right. All right. Is that a 98? And that means you have 3 more, right?
Yeah, let me decrement.
All right. Good night.
And we'll be ending after this, but you'll have officially gotten to the next level. Holy shit. 103. 103.
Got 1 left.
Boom. Oh, I should update this guy too. So 105. Hold on, 105. So there should be hold on, 122.
I gotta head out, guys.
You're gonna miss it, but yeah. We're stopping after this ice is gone anyway, if you guys get through.
Okay. All right.
All
Good
right.
night, guys.
See you, man.
Bye bye.
All right. How many more you have? You have 2 more, right?
No, I just have, I think 1 more. Wait. or
Oh.
Did I just rolled. Did you get the 103 and the 105?
What if wait, hold on. What if I went and take off this? 40 in there. Okay, and that takes us to here. And you're starting to see on the other side, Karen, you're seeing the level below through like a very fuzzy, thick, because this ice is pretty clear, right? And you've blown up about 3 cultists on your way down.
So
All right,
that'll
so
make Fabio happy.
roll them up.
I'm very happy.
I just gave you some dynamite.
Let's see.
We can just, as I'm standing here, just talking to those of us waiting, I'm thinking, as Noodle, I'm thinking, surely if they went to the trouble to make this ice blockade, they're not going to be standing there at the bottom, because what would be, they
Would
probably
be the point.
pretty safe. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. All right, so I'm gonna have. Okay, hold on. I'm assuming while he's blowing shit up, you guys are gonna talk about this. So party insight.
Yeah.
I'll roll for Nick and Zippy, and then the rest of you roll for yourselves. Oh, Bing's got some insight. Skylar's got some good insight.
Oh, that's
20.
my mushroom.
Oh, someone got a 20. Yeah. So. Oh, awesome. Well, congratulations. So Skylar, what you just from the way that Karen has described these bodies being positioned, you're not sure that you have a friend down below, but clearly, if you're not on the side of the Cult of the Dragon, something was trying to stop them from coming down these stairs. So, so whether they will also want to stop you remains to be seen. But, on the plus side, they didn't want the cultists downstairs. So there you go. There you go. All right, next rolls, and let's get this over with. I'm very excited.
I'm just gonna roll them both.
And the remaining ice explodes,
It's
right?
strange.
And falls. It falls and slides its way, into the level below. And you start to make your way down the stairs. And I stop you because this is where we're ending.
No.
For the night.
No.
So you guys have cleared the ice. You had it in you all along. And you've learned a bit, right? There's something that was trying to keep the cultists from coming down the stairs, which means that ice wasn't probably very old.
Yeah, but they didn't want anybody letting whatever is down there out.
Right. But what's interesting is you've heard that they didn't want whatever was down there, down there, right? Like below.
Yeah.
Out. But also, whatever was down below this level didn't want anyone to come down these stairs. So it's kind of both ways, keeping things from coming out and keeping things from coming in. And there's 2 parties that could be at odds. Tension.
And
Yes.
so we're going down to level 7, I believe, and we have a map of level 8.
You think, yeah.
And our
And then
spider.
there's a 9. So
And you got your map maker up there. All right. So when we play next, you will have made your way. Let me delete this piece of ice. There, it's all gone. When we play next, you will be on this stairway, right here, stacked up. It's warm. Your blankets are still serving their purpose and keeping you bundled up and warm. But you have cleared this area. Now, of course, Noodle, feel free to explore the rest of the level. You never know. But yeah, you can make your way down if you want.
We should have been investigating this room while they were blowing up the ice.
Yeah, you could have been urban. You could have been doing your urban thing.
Yes.
Urban.
Any questions before we drop?
Thanks, Thomas.
no.
You're welcome. I've got my notes. Remind me when I ask you inevitably, like, hey guys, what didn't work? Because I would really love to just be focusing on the narrative after this. Like, I don't want to be writing tools forever. I think I've gotten us to almost to a pretty good point. The party journal and all that's going to come hopefully next time. And Cliff your vanity tools to turn off all the shits.
Sweet.
Right. I mean, in fact, I was thinking just real quick. I was thinking like adding them as like I have that little toolbar up there on the chat window. Just being able to like turn them all on and off, just so you have a quick toggle. Right. So there you go. All right, guys. Best.
See you guys.
I'm gonna go make sure my kids are in bed.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.